Internet, it's me, Pan42 Tarot. Welcome to this week's reading. Hello, my group number ones. You guys were pulled in by this card 33, which is the Anahata Kali. We're gonna read this at the end of your reading, but she is going to preside here over your reading, and we will get to figure out what she is at the end, because Kali is very good at summing up. So this week's reading is a really simple 4-card draw. So to make it a little more interesting, I'm using both my Tarot of the Divine as well as an Oracle deck that I recently got from a game store. It's pretty cute and simple. So, yeah, we're gonna get right into it. So this reading is only 4 cards. It's kind of a self-reflection thing that you can do either at bedtime when you go to bed or when you wake up in the morning, just to kind of get your head right, you know? If you are a nighttime person, it's probably better at night so that you're more alert, more kind of in tune with what's going on. And if you are a daytime person, if you're a morning person who's like actually awake in the morning, which I am certainly not, you might want to do this in the morning so that you can really get ready for your day. So, the 4 cards that we're gonna pull. The first one, it represents what your current state is. Your second card is going to be something you did well today or yesterday, depending on when you're doing the reading. Card number 3 is something to work on tomorrow or to work on today if you're doing it in the morning. And card number 4 is something to release. So I chose to do this reading because a lot of the collective checkup reading had to do with change and like big life change and getting rid of our fears and letting ourselves be ourselves and certain things. So one of the keys to that kind of big change really has to do with loving ourselves, but also being like super mindful about our life, being very present with what is happening right now instead of focusing on the past or the future, really honing into the right now. I can say for certain that I struggle with this because I am a very thinky person. I spend a lot of time in my brain by myself, so I should really be doing this reading more often. So anyway, let's get into it, shall we, my group number ones? So what we have for you, this first card or cards, because it gave you a couple, is what your current state is, how you are right now. And the card we have for you is the Page of Swords. I like this. Page of Swords energy is very a fast thinker, a fast talker, somebody who is excited about new ideas and new ways of being. This is somebody who is looking for adventure, is looking for change, is looking to change their minds. They're somebody who's really open-minded. Then we also have this card that says, I don't have to fit in, and just like the moon, I will go through phases. Oh, I love this for you. Yeah, I mean, we were immediately already talking about change and changing and finding ourselves changing. So I'm really liking this combination of like accepting yourself and knowing and accepting the fact that you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and that's fine. And also accepting that I can change, and I can change my mind, and I can change how I think about people and things, and I can change what I like, what I dislike. Like I am a fluid person. I do not have to remain the same always, and giving yourself the freedom for that. So you are in your current state is that you're in this self-acceptance space of like, I'm a lot for some people. This Page of Swords is also, I describe them as somebody who talks a lot, who throws out ideas all the time, who's always thinking, always trying to fix, always talking. They're a very energetic soul. So I might not be, you're in this space of, I might not be everybody's cup of tea, and that's fine. You're learning to accept you for who you are and how you are, and being okay with that. And that's a great state to be in. So our next card up here, this card is something you did well today. Or if you're doing this reading in the morning, it's what did I do well yesterday? So the cards that we have for you guys in this spot are the Seven of Wands, as well as I release all negative energy. Oh, I like this. So, my card, sorry. So I've been slowly putting together a tarot, a musical tarot deck where each card is represented by a song. It's not quite finished yet, or I would have shared it with you guys already. But my song for this card is Taylor Swift's Antihero. I use that because the Seven of Wands talks about being defensive, and it also talks about how sometimes the obstacles in front of us are not obstacles, or they're figments of our own mind, and not people coming after us. And in this card in particular, this card is somebody working on a railroad. And so his obstacles are real, but he is powering through them. He is smashing them one at a time and taking it as it comes. And paired with this, I release all negative energy. I think what is being said here of what you did well today is you did good at not being defensive. You did good at taking things as they were, at taking things at their true value instead of jumping to conclusions. We did a good job today of giving people the benefit of the doubt. That's what I'm seeing here. We gave people the benefit of the doubt. We didn't take somebody's snappy attitude to be all about us. We were like, they have a whole inner life over there. It probably has nothing to do with me. That kind of stuff. So you did a good job of this today or yesterday. So good job. All right. So this next group of cards here is something to work on tomorrow, or if you're doing this reading in the morning, something to work on today. So something to work on. And the card we have for you guys is the Three of Cups. Oh, the Three of Cups, as well as forgive yourself. Oh, I love this. So this is giving me the energy of there are some tense friendships, perhaps. There might be a misunderstanding in our friend group at the moment, or something like that. And it's something we should work on. There's this message of like, look, there's a lot of people involved in a relationship. You, that person, and like all the other people they're involved with, right? So, forgiving yourself for your part in an issue is important, but also giving yourself the benefit of the doubt, just like you give to other people, being like, okay, so it takes two people to have a misunderstanding. So I will take ownership of my part of this misunderstanding, and I will also forgive myself and understand that, like, just because I had this part of the misunderstanding doesn't mean I'm bad. It doesn't mean I'm not worthy of love. In fact, it means it doesn't mean that at all. And the other person is also responsible in this equation, and they are also worthy of love and acceptance. And having this belief in the goodness of others as well as yourself, knowing that we did not mean to hurt other people, but we did, so we are going to work on repairing the rift. Making an effort to repair rifts in our friendships. Yeah, so all that to say, I'm pretty sure this card is talking about what we need to work on in the future is communication and effective communication, and not blaming ourselves for every miscommunication. Instead, forgiving ourselves and allowing ourselves to be human. Because we can't be perfect communicators all of the time. This is not a realistic expectation, right? So giving yourself the space to be like, that wasn't handled well, but also that doesn't make me a bad person. It just means I need to work on some stuff, right? All right, and the last card we have for you guys right here, this is card number 4, and this is something to release. So something to let go of. And the card we have for you guys is the 3 of Coins. The 3 of Coins. Excuse me. And we also have, I am becoming a better person every day. Hey, that's pretty great. So, something to release. Interested in what this myth is. Okay. So this is a very interesting myth from Nepal. It's called Bancharaki and Banjakarini. And it's about these two spirits teaching their apprentice how to be a shaman. But it's about working together to create a better future, to create something better. So the way I'm taking this is there are ways that our friendships have been in the past. There are ways we have interacted with people in the past that are habits, that are ways we used to do things, and they're not quite working out anymore. Maybe because we've grown past those ways of communicating. Maybe we've seen an error in how we speak to others or ourselves. There's been a way we used to do things. I'm hearing that we need to release the old ways of how we used to do things and find new ways. New ways to communicate, new ways to approach conflict, new ways to build our lives together. Because the old ways are no longer applicable. Maybe, like for instance, if you had a bunch of college friends, right, that the way that you guys hung out all the time was you went drinking, or you went partying, or you went to clubs, and all of you have graduated college and you're at a different point in your lives now, and maybe your knees aren't doing as great and your back's not doing as great, so clubbing doesn't sound fun to you anymore, or maybe you've given up alcohol, or maybe you just you don't like to get blackout drunk anymore, or whatever. Like, you've moved to a different point in your lives, so your friendship, you want to keep the friendship because you loved these people, but you don't know how to relate to them anymore because now we're no longer in college. We're no longer doing those like exciting party-like things. So we don't know how to relate to our friends anymore. So there needs to be a release of the old way that we used to hang out with our friends and finding new, exciting ways to hang out with them in a way that is safe for us, safe for them, fits into their new lives, fits into their new, maybe families that they've created, or just jobs or whatever. Like, life gets crazy once you leave certain safety nets, and like we have to work together to find new ways to relate to each other. So I'm hearing we're changing as people, and if we don't want these friendships to fade or fall away or get left behind, we have to work together to find new ways of relating to people. New ways of interacting, new ways of speaking with one another. And we have to work together on this because it's not a relationship if only you are doing the work, right? It needs to be a group effort. Otherwise, it's not a friendship. It's just a solo mission, you know? So, that's all I'm seeing for you, group number ones. I'm going to read your Kali Ma Oracle to you, and that's going to be your reading, all right? So yeah, this is a simple reading you could do by yourself. It's only these 4 cards. I put out more because they're pretty. But yeah, it's your current state, what I did well, and what can I focus on tomorrow, right? What can I work on? Current state, what did I do well, what can I work on, and what I need to release. So 4 cards, really easy, nice before bed or waking up reading that's just quick, easy, and kind of gets your brain working in a way that maybe it doesn't all of the time. Kind of focuses you and grounds you. You know what I mean? Okay, so card 33, Anahata Kali. Beautiful, powerful mother of the sacred universal heart, who lives within all our hearts as the wisdom and healing power of love. Your heart knows how to heal and how to open, how to break and repair itself, to become stronger and wiser than before. Your heart cannot be contained or constrained by what has taken place. Your heart wisdom and empowerment are growing. Soon you shall have the wisdom and courage to accomplish something very important for your soul journey. Trust in the invisible workings of the divine love. Let your heart be at peace. For those who have had their heart broken in love in spiritual communities by family or by friends or family members, by God or by life itself, the message here is that something deeper is taking place. The shattering of structures, even of ideals, gives the heart the opportunity to break free and open up to a greater, more satisfying experience and expression of love. Becoming non-defensive, softening, and opening to spirit with unconditional trust places you in a position of astonishing protection, empowerment, and grace. Keep your heart open to the Divine Mother. Through that openness, the right thing shall emerge at the right time. The walls we build around our hearts need to be broken down so we can fulfill our sacred purpose and path. Trust that the pains of your past do not have a place in your future. No matter what appears to be, she knows the way through. Temper your fierce emotions without denying them. I think that's really important. Keep bringing yourself back to your center. Continue to find the moderate and peaceful resting place within, even as you make radical progress on your path. The oracle predicts the successful completion of a time of spiritual initiation. Grace yourself with the gift of relief and trust that all is well. Oh, that's really sweet. Well, that's all I'm seeing for you guys, my group number ones. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. That helps me out so much. I hope you guys have a blessed everything. And this was Pan. Bye, you guys.